It's safe to say the weather has taken a massive turn getting down here. So before I go to France, I just need to change my handlebars because they're not quite tall enough for my height. So I find myself slouching over slightly. So I've got some taller and wider bars for this bear. So we're going to fit them now and hopefully that'll make a big difference. How many hours of labour? 7? I think we started at about 10:30 this morning. It's now 5:30.
The first screw we undid ruined the head thing, so we had to get one of those things that grips it and drills it out.
And then we got a new screw. But it was all learning, and it's good because I feel like I know my bike better. I know what's inside there. I know what's inside the throttle body. I know what's inside the switchgear. I know what's inside the headlamp. So it's nice to know that. And I think these bars are flipping awesome. They have made a huge difference. So thanks Bikeology for these bars. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really impressed with them. Perfect riding position. Literally perfect. Good morning and welcome to the Eurotunnel. I am just about to embark on a very, very long journey. I think it could be in total about 2,000 miles. Down to the south of France and back again on my Bear 650. I've only had 4 hours sleep last night because I was at the last ever Black Sabbath gig, which was incredible. Gone in at 2 in the morning, woke up at 6 in the morning and left for France. So I'll check up with you along the way if anything interesting happens. But ultimately we're going to explore some incredible areas in the south of France and it's going to be incredible. So stay tuned. Just stopped. This is the worst ride I've ever done in my life. It's horrible. It's been chucking it down with rain for the last 3 hours. My waterproofs haven't held up, so I've got a wet torso, a wet gentleman's area, and wet hands and wet gloves. So I'm having to stop every half an hour because I can't feel my hands. So it's typical, isn't it? It's been beautiful and sunny for weeks and it starts to rain as soon as I want to go to France. So if you're going to do this, do it in the sun. So yesterday we had a slight change of plans. We were going to go to Grenoble, but the rain was awful and my waterproof didn't hold up. I was soaked. I was sat in a puddle of water all down my legs, all down my torso. So I was extremely uncomfortable and we ended up finding this apartment in a quiet little village. Very nice. And now it's only a 3.5 hour ride today to the campsite, so let's go. I made it to the south of France, to the region of Provence, and it's safe to say the weather has taken a massive turn getting down here from being cold and wet and miserable to absolutely glorious. So hot, and a lovely dry heat. It's about 30 degrees today. It's going to be 33 to 34 all week. And I've just taken a wonderful ride from our campsite up into these hills, and the views are absolutely magnificent everywhere you look. There's a beautiful villa right in front of me, and these massive rocks are just stunning. I mean, this camera won't really pick it up because it's such a wide angle, but it's absolutely magnificent. There's olive plantations everywhere, and what vineyards all over the place. There's some really lovely wines apparently from this region. And the first thing I wanted to do this morning was get out on the bike, because I had a few days rest because my back was absolutely killing me after all those miles. So what is the Bear 650 like on such a long journey? It was about 900 odd miles altogether coming down here. It might be less than that if you do a complete direct route, but if you come off and do a bit of sightseeing here and there, then it's a little bit more. So 900 and something miles to here, and then I've got to do the same amount back. I'll be stopping in Lyon, which is a beautiful city. It's one of my favourite cities in the world, so I'll show you that in this video. And what I did was, this seat is a Royal Enfield signature seat. It's not the standard Bear seat. It's got a little bit more padding, but still I find that after an hour or so it's not the most comfortable seat in the world. So what I did was get a sort of seat cushion off of Amazon, and that sort of added an extra couple of inches, and it was like a gel seat, and that really helped the comfort on the long journey. But still, again, you know, after 3 or 4 hours on the bike, your bum's going to hurt no matter what seat you're sat on. And these new bars definitely helped, but because I had the seat cushion on, then I'm raised an extra 2 inches, so the tallness of the bars is kind of slightly cancelled out when you've got that on there. The exhaust wasn't too loud. I didn't get annoyed with it, so the drone on the motorway isn't too bad. Now, if I had a louder one with no decibel killers, I think for a long journey like this, it wouldn't be very enjoyable. But when I'm sort of riding about in the countryside where I live, I think I want it to be slightly louder. The Bear is definitely not a touring bike in the sense of it's not a Harley Davidson Ultra Glide, but it is definitely, I would class it as an adventure bike, in the sense that you can have any adventure you wish to have on this bike. It will take you 1,000 miles, and I know someone, Nick Sanders, who's ridden this bike 30,000 kilometres all around Europe, so absolutely it can be done. I would recommend on this bike taking your time, stopping off, looking at some scenic routes, and not doing too many hours on the motorway, because this isn't a motorway bike in the sense of doing 400 miles a day on the motorway. That's not where it's at home. It's at home in these beautiful, lovely country lanes, and off of the lanes, that's where it's at home. Now, over on one of these hills, I can't remember which one it is, there's a sort of ruins of an old chateau. So I'm going to quickly ride over there and show you guys the magnificent view from the top of there, and this incredible old building that's kind of half fallen down. It looks amazing. Okay, so I'm parked up. That is the view from the car park, quite incredible. And up here, there's a sort of hidden village and the remains of quite an impressive chateau. So I'm gonna go up there and have a look. Yesterday, this was incredible. It was Bastille Day, and that's like a national holiday in France. And in the local village where we're staying, they were doing bull running, and they were literally chasing bulls down the road, and then basically people were trying to jump on the bulls and try and stop them. It was something you certainly wouldn't see in England because health and safety would not allow it. So if you are new around here, do make sure you subscribe. If you like motorbikes, you like travel on motorbikes, and you like motorbike things in general, then you're probably going to like this channel. So as I say, leave a like on the video, subscribe, and leave your comments down below of anywhere you'd like to see us do a trip to in the future. Well, the time has come to leave the campsite and make my way to Lyon, which is going to be a lovely ride, so I'm looking forward to this. Now look at this to my left, these are all olive trees. There's so many olives around here, and there's a local chateau which own all of this land, and I got some lovely olive oil from there, put on my pizza. I like to make pizza. Got a pizza oven, and I got some very nice wine. It wasn't too expensive, but it was very delicious. So I thought I must get some. You can only buy it here in France. You can't get it over in England. They don't export it. They don't make that much. Now, unfortunately, it's extremely windy today, so I'm getting blown about all over the place. I'm only doing 50 miles an hour. There's going to be a bit of a struggle on the motorway. Got a 3-hour ride today, and then I have a very exciting idea for the next video, which is a race between myself and my girlfriend and her family in their car, because I went camping with them, and I'm going to race from Lyon all the way back to England and see which is faster, motorbike or car. Three motorbikes come up on in the bus lane. Is that allowed? I think I might take them up on that. So this is a hotel that we're staying in Lyon. Absolutely magnificent. This is the breakfast area. What a stunning place. It's all done in this sort of vintage, very retro vibe, but it's done so tastefully. All the furniture is just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous, and it smells fantastic. So this is my room for the night. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely lovely style. Look at the light switches, beautiful. Even the air conditioning they have put in this box. Obviously the air conditioning itself isn't retro, maybe someone needs to design that, but that is so nicely done. These sliding doors for the bathroom, and this is the bathroom. Lovely tiles, beautiful sink, sort of open shower room. It's gorgeous, really, really nice. I was blown away by this room when I walked in, and then I've just checked out my girlfriend's parents' room that they've got. They've gone for one of the top rooms. It's massive. It's like double the size of this. It looks incredible. But wow, this is absolutely beautiful. We've also not got the best view because we've not paid for a stunning top of the range room, but this is just gorgeous. I'm over the moon with this. And we'll see you in the next video where I'm racing a car back to the UK from Lyon. See you next time.